Okay, so now we will look at the next lab, and which is Cloud Natural Language API Quick Start. So this is also the fundamental lab, and as part of this lab, we will see what is the Cloud Natural Language API, and how to use it, how to access it, what are the gcloud commands, right? So first we look at the overview. So what is the Cloud Natural Language API? So you can say that Cloud Natural Language API is a kind of a machine learning model, which will help you to do some kind of operations on the text. So let's suppose if you have some text, let's suppose we have this text, and we want to extract some feature from this text, then how we can do that. So one approach is that manually go to each and every line and then decide the particular is the food, the particular keyword is a place, the particular keyword is a noun, the particular keyword is an adjective, the particular keyword is a verb, right? So one approach is this, but that is okay. But if we have to automate the things, then we have to make the computer in such a way that the computer itself read this text and analyze the text. Okay, so this is the advantage of the Cloud Natural Language API, so which is useful to extract some information. It is basically so many features. So let's look at the all feature. So first feature is the syntax analysis. Syntax analysis means let's suppose you have given some text. It can find the POS means the part of the speech. So which means let's suppose I have given this text, extract token sentences, identify. So it will tell, okay, what is the extract is a verb, extract is a noun, extract is a whether, extract is an adjective, right? For is a adjective, for is a pronoun, so if we want to get this keyword, so we can use the syntax analysis. Entity recognition means let's suppose I gave you one text Taj Mahal is in the India, right? So entity recognition means to read the text to find the entities. Entity means it will read the text is Taj Mahal is in India, so it will read Taj Mahal. So what is Taj Mahal? Taj Mahal is a place, or it's a name of a food, or it is a name of a person, it is a name of a location, right? Then it will read the India is a country, or India is a location, India is a name of the food, India is a name of a person. So it will give us a key, some output as a key values pair. Okay, so this particular word is a person, this particular keyword is a food. Automatically it will give us, and because Google has already create their own models, and now they have created some REST API to serve the particular models, right? We also do the sentiment analysis as well. So sentiment analysis means let's suppose generally on the websites like Amazon website or Flipkart website, so people generally do the comments like this product is good, this product is bad, right? So there are thousands of comments every day. So one approach is we will hire one person, and that person will go through each and every comment, and then find whether the particular comment is has the positive review or some has the negative review, right? But the other approach is do the sentimental analysis. So natural language API can perform not only a single task, but it can perform a number of tasks, right? So we can do the sentiment, whether the particular sentiment is positive or negative. So some people do the social media post, right? So we can do the sentiment analysis, whether it is a harmful post or whether it is a a good post, right? Content classification as well. So let's suppose you have thousands of documents, and you want to classify those documents, whether this document related to the cricket, whether this document related to the some technology, or whether this document related to some sports, right? And multi-language means like a cloud language API, natural language API is not only work on the English language, but it is now like work on a number of languages nowadays, and maybe like the list will be increasing in the near future as well. So if you give some Japanese text and Chinese text, even it can able to read the Japanese text as well, it can read the Chinese text as well, Korean, Italian, French, German, Spanish, right? And also it can read the Hindi as well. So integrated REST API, so they have created the Google has created their like train their own model on a billions of text, right? Now it's very good accuracy. Now if we have to use the particular model, so they have provided us the model via the REST API. So let's suppose you have like some text, so you can do this. So you can put your text file into the cloud storage bucket, and if you have to do some analysis on the particular text, right? So whether you have to do the entity analysis, whether you have to do the sentiment analysis, whether you have to do the content classification, anything you have to do, so you can just call the REST API and give the location as the cloud storage. So as part of the this lab, we will do the analyze entities. So there are so many options, like we can do the so many things: syntax analysis, entity recognition, sentiment analysis, so many things. But as part of this lab, we will do the entity recognition, right? So you can do the analyze entities. So one text will be given, so it will like read each and every word, and it will tell us, okay, this particular word is the name of the person, this particular word is the place, this particular word is a location, this particular word is a food, right? So in this particular word is a sports item, anything like it can tell us. Okay, so let's start the lab. So till now, like I have just give you the some overview, because that is also like very important for the exam perspective. Maybe in the exam, like they can ask, okay, what all operation like we can perform using the cloud natural language API. Okay, so now we have like logged in. Okay, so 1 minute, let me pin some useful contents. So IEM is required and the compute engine is required. Yeah, fine. So let's go to the lab, create an API key. So like if we have to like use their REST APIs, cloud API, so there are like only the authenticated user can like access their REST APIs. If the user is not authenticated, then that particular person can't access their REST API, right? So one approach, like if we are like accessing the API from our own application, like I have write the Python code, I am running the Python code from my like desktop, right? So then in that case, like I need to authenticate the particular REST API, otherwise like the API will not work and it will fail with some authentication issue, right? So we need some authentication key as well. But let me show you some authentication. So this is the cloud natural language API. There is a one line I forget. Setup authentication. The any client, yeah. So if you read that, any client application that uses this API, that is the cloud natural language API, must be authenticated and granted access to the requested resource, right? So either the particular person is authenticated, or either the like the particular service is authenticated. So in this lab, they have told us to create an API key, right? and then do some analysis, because it is always recommended like to create the service account, right? So, and as part of this library, like they have used the command line, but I will show you the both the ways, that is the command line plus what is this, command line as well as the console as well, like how to create the like service account. So first, like do the command line which is mentioned in the lab. Okay, so I have opened the, so we have to set the Google Cloud project. So I've set the Google Cloud project. If I now do the echo, so my project has been set QuickLab GCP 20 AD. So this is my project. So QuickLab GCP like 20 AD. Alright, either you can set it manually, but generally like it is recommended to use the command which will automatically fetch the current project, that is the G from the configuration. It will automatically get the value of the current project. Alright, so this is done, and let me parallelly open the IAM panel. So if you go to the IAM and if you go to the service accounts, so we have like two service account right now, Compute Engine and the Quick Labs, right? But as part of this lab, like we will like create one more service account. So we will use the gcloud command. So, and as part of the gcloud, like, and we are using the IAM like services, and under the IAM service we are using service accounts, and under the service account which operation we are doing, we are operating the create operation, and we are creating the service account. But by which name we have to create the service account? We are creating the service account by name my natural language essay, that is the service account. And the display name, like by display name is not like mandatory, we can it's up to us whether we want to give or not. So display name is just basically like the name like which you are able to see here. So let me hit enter. So let me authorize it, and so it told that the service account is created. So if we refresh our page, you could see like one service account is available, my natural language service account, and automatically it is with the like IAM Google service account.com, right? And we could see the name, the description like which we gave. It's not a description, it's the basically the display name. Alright, so the account is created. We don't have the refresh page, like either we should have the refresh icon on that page itself, so that it should not refresh the whole web browser, but it should just refresh the particular content. Anyhow, so if I like click on it, and if I go to the keys, so there right now there we don't have any key, right? So the next step is we will like create the keys. So gcloud, under the gcloud which service we are using, IAM, and under the IAM which service we are using, service account. But under the service accounts which service we are using, keys, and under the keys which operation, that is the create. So the file should be key.json, and for which service account we are like creating the key, like IAM like this service account, that is the my natural language account. So let me create that. So key.json is created, and if I go back to my account and refresh my page, so you could see like a key has been created. So this key is linked with the particular service account. So this is done. So if we have to use the access the natural language API, we have to set this particular variable. It is mentioned in the documentation as well. We have to tell basically where is the particular key located. So and we only have to use this variable only, Google application credential, and make sure that if you give the Google application credential, there should not be a space. What I mean is, so you should not give a space like this. So I think it will not work. So you could see we see the error, right? So it is an invalid operator, so there should not be any space. Right, so we have set the keys. If I go to the official documentation as well, so in the official documentation as well, you can see that we have to set the Google application credential in the Linux and into the Windows using the env, or that is the set command, but in the Linux we use the export command, right? So we have set the keys as well. We have created the service account, so let's check the progress. So it's completed. Now we have to they have already created one virtual machine for us, so let's log in into that particular virtual machine. So as part of this lab only, they have created the virtual machine for us. So we will log in into the particular virtual machine. Alright, and we will issue the particular command. Now here you have to learn a lot of things. So first thing is that natural language API is a machine learning, it is related to the machine learning service, so that's why we are using the G-Cloud ML. So if you go to the official documentation, G-Cloud ML, so G-Cloud ML, we will use the G-Cloud ML if we have to perform any machine learning capabilities, right? We have to use any, and under that G-Cloud ML we can use the language means natural language API, speech, video, vision. So right now we are using the language, and as part of the language, so if you closely look at the command, one second, so it is the G-Cloud and ML, and under the ML which because under the machine learning we have so many services like language, natural language API, speech, vision, right? And one more service is video, right? But under the language we can perform so many operations, right? The classification, sentiment analysis, entities recognition. So under the language, what operation we are performing? Analyze entities. So if you go to the official documentation, so this is the G-Cloud ML. So and this is a particular ML language, G-Cloud ML language, and what is the command which we have to do? So either we can give the analyze entity, we can give the analyze entity sentiment, analyze sentiment, analyze syntax, classify text, so many. So right now we are giving the analyze entities. Now we have to give the we have to analyze the entity, so we have to analyze the entity in some text, so we have to provide the content. So we have provided some content here, right? And the output, so it will generate an output in a JSON format, that is the key value format, because it is automatically it will call the REST API at the back end, and that particular REST API will return the output in the JSON format. So we are using the output operator, that is the greater symbol, and we are storing the output into the JSON format, that is the result.json. If I press enter, so it will call the API and it will do everything, and now the result is stored. So if I do ls, I could see the result.json. So if we have to see the content, result.json, so you could see we get some JSON format, that is the key value pair. So if you closely look, it tells that this particular name is a proper noun, right? And this particular name is the name of the person. Italian is a location, and Italian is a proper noun. So many things it has provided to us. like. So where is our lab? Yeah, so we have like run the API, and we have like do the analysis as well. So yeah, so that's completed, but like we will explore it more. So let me show you one thing. So let me remove the like key.json from here. So now we don't have the key.json, right? And let me remove the service account as well. So let me delete the service account. So now the service account is deleted, but still like 1 minute. So now I don't have any service account, I don't have anything, but still like I can call the natural language API, and let me remove the result.json as well, so that we will start everything from the scratch. So I have called the API, and we could see the output, and if I look at the content, so I can see the content. Why this is possible? This is possible because if you look at the official documentation, so it told that the account should be authenticated. So right now we are using the Google account, right? And our account is like authenticated, so it is a valid account, and we have like enable the like a natural language API as well. If I go to the libraries, API service and the libraries, so natural language API, and if I search the natural language API, it you will see like it is active. One minute, what happened? Cloud natural language API. So the status is API enabled, right? So like even we don't have the service account, still we can like access the API within the Google Cloud and using the Google Cloud account only, because the user is already authenticated this particular like compute instance. So G Cloud auth list. So the particular account is this compute developer G Cloud service account. So this itself is a service account, that is the compute engine 277161283, right? So this is we are accessing the using this account, but it doesn't have any keys. So because this user is like already authenticated, but generally it is recommended to use the service account. Like we could see like how to create the service account using the like command line, that is the G Cloud, then the IAM, then service account, then create. But if we have to create using the console, what we can do is we can just click on the create service account, and let me give the same name which we have given, create an API key. So I will give the same name. Let me close this because we don't need this. So I have given the same name. So now the automatically like it will appended with the project name .im, then G service account. I can give the description as well. So in the description, describe name or description, right? And then let me create the account. So you could see like I have like created the account, and this time I gave the description as well. So this account is created, my natural language essay, And if I have to create the key, so I can just click on this Eclipse option. Eclipse means like 3 dots, and then go to the manage keys, and we can add the keys and create a new key. And we can create the 2 types of key, one is the JSON and the P12. So P12 I'm not sure like what kind of format it is, but we will create the JSON key. So I have created the JSON key, and the JSON key has been downloaded in my computer, right? Now like if I have to like I have removed the JSON key from here, so I have to first upload here, right? So how to upload it? Just click on this 3 dot, and we have the upload file. So choose the file, so select the key which we have downloaded from the computer. Now the key has been uploaded, so it is with this name. So let's rename it key.json. So now we have the key available. So we could see like the 2 ways how to create the key as well. We can create the key using the UI interface. We can create the key using the command line interface, and we also see like how to like call the natural language API. So we have the gcloud ML command, that is the machine learning capabilities, and under the machine learning we have to use the language, and under the language which operation we have to perform, analyze entities, because the natural language API can perform a lot of option, entity recognition, sentiment analysis. So right now as part of this lab we have to perform analyze entities, right? So we have to perform analyze entities, and we can give the content. So yeah, so that is the end of the like video. So thank you.